Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful today chan. Luna directs all of her ire at Steffy, and Poppy warns Finn. At the shooting range, Luna says, "Adios, Steffy," and shoots at her photo on the target while Remy watches. Remy wonders why she hates Steffy. What did she ever do to her? Luna wishes she hadn't heard her name. She wishes she hadn't married her father. That bitch keeps her away from him. Remy smiles as he watches her glance at the shot-up photo of Steffy. Taylor looped in. Ridge and Steffy discuss Katie's excellent work on Forrester's most recent public relations campaign. The conversation turns to Luna. Ridge is still anxious for her. Steffy hopes she never visits their place again. They go over Finn, making it clear she will never be a member of the family. Steffy says she can either accept it or keep making herself unhappy. She's clutching onto a fantasy. Taylor enters and inquires about Luna's current activities. Steffy updates Taylor on Luna's visit. Taylor reflects that she still feels she can win Finn over, but Steffy stands in her way. Ridge says it is too late. She is a convicted murderer who attempted to kill Steffy. Taylor is concerned that Luna will direct all of her anger and frustration at Steffy. Poppy shows up to the hospital. Lee is anxious about Luna turning up at their house and cautions Finn that he must safeguard Steffy and the children. Finn claims the kids were not home. She inquires, "What about next time?" Finn claims he told Luna to leave town. Lee inquires, "What did Luna say?" Poppy appears and inquires, "What did Luna say about what?" Lee wonders what she's doing there. She says she came to visit Finn about their daughter. Lee fumes because Luna is Poppy's daughter and has ruined her life. She warns Finn not to allow her sister draw her into this. Poppy ignores Lee and expresses concern. Luna is becoming increasingly angry and resentful. Lee wonders how she knows this. Has she seen her? Poppy claims Sheila has, and she is concerned that Luna is unraveling. Lee snorts, "If anyone knows about being unglued, it's Sheila." Poppy explains that Luna sought out her grandmother when everyone turned their backs on her. Finn does not believe they should disregard this. Lee points out that her sister can be over the top. Poppy says, "Oh my God." Finn approaches Poppy to ask for further information. Poppy says Luna believes that if Steffy were gone, she could have the father-daughter relationship she has always desired. Poppy insists that despite everything, she is still Luna's mother. She has been given a second opportunity at freedom, and she refuses to accept that she will waste it all. Finn responds, "Sheila does." Lee instructs her sister to fetch her kid, put her on a plane, and make certain she never returns. Poppy inquires as to whether Finn is also interested. Finn does not want his wife to live in dread. Luna tried to take her life once, and he will not let it happen again. Remy learns more. At Luna's apartment, she tells Remy she's an excellent shot for a beginner and jokes about hanging Steffy's photo on her refrigerator. Remy would not have given his services at the range if he knew who she was after. He has realized that Dr. John Finnegan is her father. Luna promises that she will not let Steffy keep her from her father. Remy and Luna discuss the reality of her father's long absence from her life. She claims her mother deprived her of a bond with her father, and Steffy is now doing the same thing. She knows Finn loves her just as much as she loves him. "I'm sure of it." Luna's vow. At Forrester, Taylor believes Luna should have had therapy years ago. Steffy claims that if she goes, she will merely strive to reintegrate herself into Finn's life. This is not going to happen because she attempted to kill her. Ridge grunts that this is entirely Bill's fault. Taylor cautions Steffy to be more watchful right now. Steffy will be. They're not sure where or when Luna will hit again. When a knock comes at Luna's door, she is smiling while staring at Steffy's enlarged photo. She hides it and answers the door for her mother. Poppy says they need to chat and invites them in. Luna allows it. Poppy is sad their relationship has been so tense, but she cares what happens to her. Luna inquires if she has changed her mind and wishes to heal the harm to their relationship. Poppy is there because Sheila summoned her. She is also worried about her. Luna scoffs that she told her to leave town. Everywhere she goes, she's treated like filth. No one cares about me. Nobody loves me. She feels, however, that if given the chance, her father would adore her. If it weren't for Steffy. She warns her mother that she will do whatever she has to do. She refuses to let Steffy Forrester damage her relationship with her father. Steffy assures her parents at Forrester that she would keep an eye on everything, but she will not let Luna's crazy ruin their happiness. Finn appears and responds, "Neither will I." He will never forget or forgive what Luna did to Steffy. He tells his in-laws that he would keep Steffy and the children safe. They tell him that he cannot give Luna false hope. Finn agrees fully. Luna is not a member of their family and never will be. I'll assure you of that. He promises Steffy that he would not let anyone harm her or their family. I won't let that happen. They embrace. Luna stood in the stale air of the shooting range, her fingers gripping the cool metal of the handgun with a calm that betrayed the turmoil inside her, and as the bullet shattered the paper target with Steffy's face printed across it, she exhaled a slow, shaking breath, whispering, "Adios, Steffy," with a cold finality that sent a chill down Remy's spine. The paper tore in perfect sync with Luna's rage, sharp, deliberate, personal. Remy shifted uncomfortably, the echo of gunfire still bouncing off the walls, and asked cautiously, "Why do you hate her so much? What has she really done to you?" Luna didn't look at him. Her eyes remained locked on the photo, now riddled with bullet holes, her jaw clenched. "She's done everything," she murmured, venom in her voice. "She's keeping me from him. She's destroyed everything I should have had." Remy looked at her, really looked, seeing past the sharp beauty and confidence into the wounded obsession that boiled beneath. Luna continued, her voice rising. "I wish I never heard her name. I wish she never married him. I wish she'd just disappear." Her hand trembled slightly, not from fear, but from restrained fury. The rage had fermented for years, bubbling beneath every rejection, every cold shoulder, every slammed door, until now. Steffy was not just an obstacle. She was the enemy. At Forrester Creations, Ridge leaned on his desk as Steffy paced the room, both troubled by the latest developments. "Katie's doing a good job on the PR campaign," Ridge muttered, clearly trying to distract himself. "But Luna," Steffy rolled her eyes. "I just hope she never shows up at the house again." They discussed how Finn had put his foot down, making it crystal clear Luna was not welcome. "She can either accept reality or keep making herself miserable," Steffy said. "She's living in a fantasy world." Just then, Taylor walked in, her brow furrowed. "What's this about Luna now?" As Steffy filled her in, Taylor's concern deepened. "She still thinks she can win Finn over?" she asked, incredulous. Ridge jumped in, "It's too late. She's a convicted murderer. She tried to kill Steffy." Taylor's voice grew somber. "That may be, but obsession can blind someone. Luna is focused, obsessively focused, on Steffy. That's dangerous." At the hospital, Finn's office was tense as Lee stood before him, arms folded, her voice sharp with concern. "You need to protect Steffy and the kids," she warned. "You can't assume they'll be safe." Finn replied, "The kids weren't home." Lee pressed, "What about next time?" Before he could answer, Poppy walked in. "What did Luna say?" she asked, eyes darting between them. Lee bristled immediately. "What are you doing here?" she hissed. Poppy raised her hand slightly. "I came to talk to Finn. About Luna." Lee fumed. "She's your daughter. She's ruined everything." Poppy ignored the jab, her voice trembling. "I'm worried. She's not well. Anger, resentment, it's building up inside her." Lee scoffed. "And how would you know that? Have you seen her?" Poppy hesitated. "Sheila has." That name immediately shifted the energy in the room. Finn looked stunned. "Sheila?" Poppy nodded. Luna turned to her after everyone else turned away. "Sheila says she's coming unglued." Lee burst out, "If anyone knows what being unglued looks like, it's Sheila Carter." Poppy's voice cracked. Luna thinks if Steffy were gone, she could finally have what she always wanted, a relationship with you, Finn. She's convinced it's still possible. Finn looked down, stricken. She's wrong. Poppy whispered, she's your daughter, whether you like it or not. I don't want to believe she would throw everything away. Not again. Lee was uncompromising. Then find her. Put her on a plane. Get her out of here before something terrible happens. Finn looked conflicted. I just want my wife to be safe. She already tried to kill her once. That can't happen again. In Luna's apartment, the energy was darker, more dangerous. She laughed, carelessly waving the handgun as she admired her aim. Not bad for a beginner, she smirked. Maybe I'll hang her photo on my fridge. Remy's face paled. I wouldn't have brought you to the range if I knew you were targeting someone. Especially not Steffy Forrester. Luna didn't care. She's not just anyone. She's the reason I don't have a father. Remy paused. Finn. Dr. John Finnegan, he's your dad? Luna turned, eyes wild with conviction. He is my father. And I won't let her keep him from me. Her voice broke. My whole life, I've been robbed. First by my mother, now by that perfect little princess who took what was supposed to be mine. I know he loves me. I feel it. Her hands clenched. She's poisoned him against me. But I can change that. Back at Forrester, Taylor shook her head in disbelief. She should have been in therapy years ago. Steffy snorted. She'd probably just manipulate the therapist to tell her what she wants to hear. She doesn't care about growth. She wants access to Finn. Ridge scowled. This is Bill's fault. All of it. Taylor turned to Steffy, suddenly deadly serious. You need to be vigilant. We don't know what she's planning, or when she'll strike again. Later, Luna sat alone, staring at Steffy's shot-up photo, her fingers tracing the bullet holes. Her twisted smile returned, but it vanished the moment a knock sounded at her door. She stiffened, slid the photo into a drawer, and answered it. Her mother stood there, hesitant. Can I come in? Luna hesitated, then stepped aside. Poppy entered, her voice soft. We need to talk. Luna narrowed her eyes. Did you change your mind? Are you ready to fix this? Poppy looked pained. Sheila called me. She's worried. I'm worried. Luna rolled her eyes. Of course you are. Now that everyone else is scared, suddenly you care. Her voice cracked. Nobody loves me. Nobody wants me. Except Dad. He would. If it weren't for her. Poppy whispered, Luna, this isn't the way. But Luna shook her head, her voice steel. I'll do what I have to. I will not let Steffy Forrester ruin what I have with my father. At Forrester, Steffy tried to remain calm. We're going to be okay. I'm not letting her ruin our life. Finn appeared in the doorway, his face set in stone. Neither will I. He stepped forward, addressing Taylor and Ridge. I won't forget what she did. I won't forgive it. Steffy looked at him, searching his eyes. She won't get another chance. Finn nodded. I'll protect Steffy and the kids. I promise you that. Taylor added, you can't give her false hope, Finn. She'll twist anything you say. I know, Finn said. And I won't. Luna isn't part of this family. She never will be. His arms wrapped around Steffy. I won't let anything happen to you. Steffy closed her eyes, pressing into him. But neither of them could shake the feeling that Luna, unstable, obsessed, and dangerously determined, was already planning her next move. And it wouldn't be a knock at the door next time. Luna's malice, Finn's stance, and Hope's encouragement. When John Finnegan stands firm, Luna Nozawa's energy alters. Meanwhile, Hope Logan pressures Liam Spencer to reveal his deadly diagnosis. Continue reading to learn more about what will happen in the next episode of CBS's soap drama. John Finnegan's stance. Let us begin with Finn, who has assured Steffy Forrester Finnegan that Luna will not be a threat to her. Steffy doubts Luna will get the message, but Finn must believe he can communicate with his daughter. Finn confronts Luna somewhere in tomorrow's episode. This could be following Penelope Poppy Nozawa's own attempt to get past the pardoned killer. When Poppy becomes worried, she must return to Finn and Lee Finnegan. Luna Nozawa's malice. Luna will beg and plead, but Finn will not back down. Finn cannot allow Luna to return to his family, especially when Steffy nearly died. Unfortunately, the conversation does not go well. Luna's energy shifts into pure malice. Could Luna be so upset that she goes for Finn as well? Hope Logan's encouragement. According to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Lope will appear in the upcoming episode on Wednesday. Hope will continue to encourage Liam to open up to his loved ones about his diagnosis. Nobody knows how long Liam has left, but his symptoms are worsening. Indeed, Liam believes his time is running out. That is precisely why he is so concerned about the Luna problem. Liam needs Steffy and Kelly Spencer to be protected. Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. Liam understands that, at the absolute least, his immediate family members should be aware. Bill Spencer still has no idea his son is dying. Neither does Liam's brother, Wyatt Spencer. So Liam needs to consider about when he'll inform everyone. At this rate, Liam may die before he tells the truth. While Liam does not want anyone to feel sad, it is more about giving them the opportunity to say farewell while you are still alive. So Liam will have to make a significant decision shortly. Will Liam inform his family and friends that he is dying? Or will Liam leave Earth before he has the chance? When John Finnegan holds his ground, Luna Nozawa's energy shifts in a way that would haunt him long after the confrontation is over. It begins with a tense conversation in the quiet, sterile silence of the hospital corridor, one where the past, present, and future collide in one breathless, emotionally charged moment. Finn, known for his calm exterior and methodical logic, has reached his breaking point. No longer can he ignore the storm that Luna has brought into their lives, and no longer can he allow Steffy to bear the emotional burden of constantly looking over her shoulder. Though he has a deep reservoir of compassion, especially when it comes to Luna, his biological daughter, a fact that complicates everything, he can no longer afford leniency. He must think not only like a husband, but as a father, protector, and ultimately, a man who must stand for what's right even when the lines of blood threaten to blur his resolve. The moment he tells Steffy that he will confront Luna himself is the moment the weight of responsibility hardens into certainty. He knows that Steffy needs to feel safe again. She deserves peace, and Luna, despite her tears, her pleading, her manipulative apologies, has proven to be a threat. When Finn arrives at the Nozawa residence, the air is heavy with tension. Luna is already emotionally frayed, having had a heated exchange with her mother, Penelope Poppy Nozawa, earlier that morning. Poppy, desperate to reach her daughter, tried everything, sympathy, guilt, even invoking memories of happier times when Luna was still an innocent girl, full of hope and laughter. But those days are gone. Luna has been changed, twisted, by anger, betrayal, and obsession. Her longing for acceptance has metastasized into something darker, and as Finn arrives, the malice simmering beneath her surface is ready to erupt. Finn speaks first, his voice quiet, even, yet resolute. He tells Luna that things have gone too far, that her presence is a danger not only to Steffy but to the children. He references that horrific night, when Steffy was nearly killed, and the chill in his voice makes it clear that the trauma still lingers. Luna listens at first, seemingly contrite, nodding along as though she's trying to understand. But as Finn continues, saying that he's spoken to Lee Finnegan and that he plans to take legal action if Luna doesn't back off, the shift happens. Her eyes narrow, and the sorrow in her expression melts into rage. She stands, slowly, with a kind of serpentine grace that unsettles even Finn, and whispers, "So, this is what family means to you?" There is no remorse in her tone now, only venom. Finn realizes too late that Luna never came to him for reconciliation. She came to see if she could still manipulate him, and now that she knows she can't, she lashes out. Words become weapons. She calls Steffy weak, a hypocrite. She tells Finn he's no better than Jack, his own father, keeping secrets and choosing the acceptable family over the broken one. When Finn doesn't flinch, her final words cut like glass, "You'll regret turning your back on me." She storms out, and though no violence occurs, the implication is clear: Luna is no longer someone he can reason with. Her malice is not performative, it is real, it is consuming, and it is dangerous. Meanwhile, across town, a very different emotional battlefield is unfolding. Hope Logan is seated across from Liam Spencer in their modest, sunlit home. The contrast between the domestic tranquility around them and the emotional chaos within Liam is stark. Hope watches him closely, noting the pallor of his skin, the way his fingers tremble slightly when he lifts his coffee. He's been deteriorating faster than anyone expected, and though he tries to hide it, she knows. She's always known. And now, she is done pretending. Hope's encouragement is no longer a gentle nudge, it is an urgent plea. She tells Liam that it's time to tell the truth. That Bill Spencer, Wyatt, Steffy, everyone, deserves to know. They need to hear it from you, Liam, she says, voice breaking. Not from a doctor after you're gone. Not from me. From you. But Liam, stubborn to the end, resists. He insists that he doesn't want to cause pain. That once people know he's dying, that's all they'll see, a dying man, a walking expiration date. Hope pushes back harder this time, reminding him that this isn't about him anymore, it's about the people who love him having the chance to say goodbye. She brings up Kelly, their daughter. Do you want her last memory of you to be confusion? Wondering where you went? That hits him. Liam's defenses crumble just a bit. Back in the shadows of Los Angeles, Poppy turns to Lee Finnegan, desperate for guidance. Poppy had always been the more impulsive sister, the one who wore her emotions on her sleeve, while Lee was stoic, composed. But even Lee can see that the situation with Luna has spiraled. They speak in hushed tones, trading theories and fears. Poppy confesses that she thinks Luna might do something drastic, that her daughter has inherited not just the worst of her parents, but something darker. Lee considers this and offers a sobering thought: then maybe it's not about stopping her. Maybe it's about protecting everyone else. It's a chilling moment of realization. Finn might be the only one who can reach Luna, but if he can't, they'll need to prepare for the worst. That preparation begins immediately. Security is increased around the Forrester mansion. Steffy, initially resistant, agrees to have a guard detail assigned, just in case. Thomas, returning from Paris to check in on his sister, offers support and a warning: we've seen what obsession does to people in this family. We can't ignore the signs. Back with Hope and Liam, the emotional tide continues to rise. Hope breaks down, telling Liam that she's terrified, not just of losing him, but of losing the chance to say goodbye the right way. She tells him about her mother, Brooke Logan, and how regrets haunted her after losing people too soon. Hope doesn't want that life. And Liam, finally, agrees. He says he will tell them. First, Bill. Then Wyatt. Then Steffy. But he also confesses his biggest fear, that once he tells them, he'll start dying faster. That saying it out loud will make it real. Hope takes his hand and says, maybe it will. But it will also make it mean something. She kisses his forehead and whispers, you don't have to be strong. Just be honest. The next day, Liam sits across from his father. Bill is stunned into silence when Liam tells him the truth. The mighty, always controlled Bill Spencer blinks back tears. For the first time in years, the walls drop. He reaches out, grips Liam's hand, and says, we're going to fight this. But Liam shakes his head. It's too late. The cancer is aggressive, unresponsive. There's no miracle treatment this time. Bill's grief turns to action. He wants to make the remaining days count, wants to pour every ounce of his wealth, power, and influence into making Liam's life as meaningful as possible. Wyatt reacts similarly, crushed, angry, but supportive. And when Liam finally tells Steffy, the moment is so emotionally raw that even the most cynical viewer would feel their heart break. Steffy collapses into his arms, not because she still loves him romantically, but because part of her heart will always belong to Liam. He's the father of her child. Her first love. Her once and future family. In the midst of all this emotional upheaval, Luna's story takes an even darker turn. Spotted by Charlie Weber outside Forrester Creations late at night, Luna flees into the shadows before she can be stopped. Security footage shows her lurking, possibly planning something. Finn is alerted and rushes to find her, not out of love, but duty. When he confronts her in the alley behind the building, she's frantic, unhinged. She accuses him of destroying her life. Finn tries to reason with her, but the words don't reach. Luna pulls a knife. It's not an attack, it's a cry for help, a symbolic gesture of her inner torment, but it's enough to trigger alarms. Police are called. Luna is restrained. And for the first time, she screams, "I didn't want to be this," before collapsing into sobs. It's a tragic scene. Finn looks at her, broken, and whispers, "Neither did I." By the end of the week, everything has changed. Liam begins writing letters to each of his loved ones, including Kelly. Hope helps him record video messages. Finn begins therapy, trying to process the trauma of nearly losing his daughter and the guilt of pushing her over the edge. Luna, placed on psychiatric hold, finally begins to speak honestly with doctors. She talks about abandonment, fear, the pressure of never being enough. Poppy, standing vigil outside her daughter's room, begins to reconcile with Lee, admitting that maybe it was their generation's silence that fed this storm. As June 11, 2025, draws to a close, The Bold and the Beautiful doesn't end with a cliffhanger, but a quiet scene. Hope and Liam sit on their porch, watching the sunset. He leans into her, fragile but alive. "For now." She wraps an arm around him and says, "We still have time." And in that moment, small, fleeting, but profound, they do.